ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President Donald Trump was on fire at CPAC today, and well, you know how he is. He let it all hang out. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. When you get there, please hit subscribe. Absolutely free. It really helps us out. Guys, President Donald Trump was live and in living color at CPAC, and he was on a rampage. And I'll tell you what, his speech, I listened to it. There was so many great parts. I had to think, what parts do I bring to the audience today? Well, I found the ones that I thought were best, and you'll see them throughout the day. This was so Trumpian. He's talking about his predecessor, Joe Biden, and he's asking the crowd, do I call him Sleepy Joe or Crooked Joe? He's a sleepy, crooked man. And and the crowd was eating it up. He's such a performer, but he's so real. I can see when I listen to him. I was looking at this today and I go, he's just speaking from his heart. Like, he's just speaking about, like when he says, MSNBC, they shouldn't be allowed to lie. Like, that's just a man speaking to another group of people. That's all that is. That's just how I would speak to you or you would speak to me. It's just person to person. He's just saying what he feels. I think people love that about him. He's authentic. And I can't remember another politician since Reagan in my lifetime that I felt was authentic. Reagan was great. Trump is great. And this quote is great. And my favorite part, well, he says, I don't care, I'll say it. And then he says, you know what? I'll let you see what he says. And you let me know what you think in the comments.
Sleepy Joe. Gotta stay with Crook. He had one ability that I didn't have. He could do something that I couldn't do. I don't say that because he was a horrible golfer. Remember, he challenged me during the debate to a golf match? He said, I'm a 6 handicap. I said, you're not a 36 handicap. He said, he's a 6. And then he said, well, I'm 8. Remember? I said, that was quick. Picked up 2 strokes. He said, no, I'm an 8. But he's not a 36 handicap. But he had one ability that was amazing. He could go with cameras on him, television, fake news on him, probably because he knows they wouldn't cover it badly. They covered him as well as you can cover him. How the hell can you cover the guy well? But he had this incredible ability. He could barely walk in the sand. Somebody thought he looked great in a bathing suit. And he'd walk in the sand pulling a thing that weighed about 6 ounces. Those aluminum? See, aluminum's very good. It's meant for children and very old people to lift, right? So he would put it down, and he'd put it down, and he'd fall into it, and he'd immediately fall asleep in front of the media. I could never do that. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I could never do it. No, he was Sleepy Joe, but he was crooked as hell. There's no question. He was a sleepy, crooked guy. Terrible, terrible president. He was the worst president in the history of our country. I don't care. I'll say it. Jimmy Carter passed away recently, and he passed away a happy man. He was a happy man when he passed away because he said that it's not even close. Joe was the worst, and believe me, I have to clean up the mess. I'm cleaning up the mess, and it is a mess on the border with inflation. To go over every single thing he touched turned to shit, okay? Everything.